Hey guys, I want to thank you for tuning in again for another episode of this Nutrition and Sports Supplements video series. As always, I want to clarify that this is in no way a promotion for supplements, and I do not encourage the use of supplements for everyone. I think that supplements are good for some people and unnecessary for others. It all comes down to how you use them and if you use them for their intended purpose, and that is to supplement your regular diet after all other avenues have been explored. In today's episode, I want to hit on a supplement that has been somewhat controversial depending on who you're talking to. Creatine is one of the most talked about, researched, and commonly used supplements, but it has also been one of the most controversial. Should you take it? Should it be banned from competitive athletics? Will it make me get big and build muscle faster? You might have even heard the extreme, it is like taking steroids. These are all questions that surface when discussing creatine. Much of the debate, however, has come from misinformation and myths about creatine. What if I told you that we already naturally have creatine in our bodies? Would it change the way you think about creatine as a supplement? What if I told you that you likely get it in foods that you eat daily? Would you then say it is okay to take? Now, we can get into the discussion of using it as a supplement versus getting it from natural food sources, but the point is that it isn't this taboo supplement that some people believe it to be. Here's a quick rundown of what exactly we're talking about when we mention creatine. By definition, creatine is a nitrogenous organic compound that is synthesized naturally in the body, primarily in the liver. It can also be synthesized in smaller amounts in both the kidneys and pancreas. If you listened to the previous video on amino acids, you might be familiar with arginine, glycine, and methionine. Those amino acids are actually precursors for the synthesis of creatine. Once the process of creatine synthesis is complete, it is then stored in the body, mostly in skeletal muscle. Creatine's primary role is metabolism to help form ATP, especially during short duration, high intensity exercise. I'm trying to not get too sciencey on you, so I'll just clarify that ATP, or adenosine triphosphate, is a major component that gives muscles energy to contract. As creatine phosphate stores become depleted, the ability to perform high-intensity exercise declines. In other words, when creatine is depleted from the body, your muscles aren't able to recover fast enough to keep up the same intensity during your competition or training session. This is most noticeable in exercises like sprints or power movements like Olympic lifts and heavy, short-duration lifts. Think of it this way. If creatine phosphate concentrations could be maintained for longer periods of time, the ability to continue high-intensity exercise would be improved. An estimated 50% of male college athletes have used creatine in supplement form, and more than 80% of strength and power athletes have used creatine as a supplement. Of athletes who use supplements, 90% are reported to have used creatine at some point in their training. It would make sense that more creatine would mean longer or more intense training, and in turn, more strength and power gains. Creatine supplementation is reported to increase creatine content in the muscles by approximately 20%. The kicker is, creatine can only be used sparingly. Approximately 2 grams per day is recommended for creatine maintenance. This can be consumed through our regular diet or through supplementation. Meat contains roughly 3 to 4 grams of creatine per pound, so an 8-ounce chicken breast, for example, contains about 2 grams of creatine. A big myth is that creatine will help you get big and pack on muscle. Creatine alone will not increase muscle size or strength. However, creatine does, in a sense, help you recover quicker, and quicker recovery during training sessions means the possibility of increasing weight or reps. So just like protein or carbohydrates or other nutrients, your body actually needs creatine to function, and even more so in the case of fitness or competitive athletics. I hope this helped dispel some myths or inaccuracies about creatine and helped explain why exactly you need creatine to perform at a high level. It isn't some crazy illegal supplement or something that should be banned from competitive athletics. If that was the case, meat would also have to be banned. Again, I hope this episode was informative and helpful. If you have any questions, as always, please leave them in the comments or send me an email or direct message. Until next time, Stay strong and stay well.